Hey guys, welcome back to Impact Winter. Right, let's go dump our things. We'll check in on us and everyone else. And yeah, we'll think about starting the next quest line. Let me just get some food cooking. Let's cook that meat. It doesn't seem to have an expiration date, but to be honest, you get through food pretty quickly, so it's not a real surprise. Right, the large gas canisters, that is the one for fuel, guys. That's definitely the one. That should be fine. Let's have a look at how everyone is doing. You can all do a little bit of food and a little bit of drink. Alright guys, we need to get some food on the go. It is time to introduce you to our cook, Miss Wendy. Hello, Wendy. Yes, I have come to help. Now, Wendy will make food for the team, and her quest line is that she needs help with recipes, and she's going to give us the key to her old house and ask us to go explore and see if we can find her recipe book so that we can expand her recipe list. So that is what we're going to do next. That is going to be the things that we focus on. But I'm going to talk to you about making food. So in the crafting menu for Wendy, you can make certain things. Now, we actually don't have everything that we need yet. It's a shame. I thought maybe we'd found some of them. So we're missing powdered eggs. We're missing rice and beans. That is a shame. So Wendy will make group meals, and she'll make 4 of each item. So you can give a meal to each of the 4 of your team, excluding yourself, and it's just a very good way to up food and energy. It's much better than giving them just standard items. So seeing as we can't do that right now, unfortunately, what I'm going to do instead is cook some of the food. Let's cook some pasta for everyone. So if you go through the tutorial, which, you know, the only reason I skipped it was because it's quite a long process, and I figured I could go through it with you guys just a little bit quicker and hopefully a little bit more interesting. But if you go through the tutorial, then part of it is making a meal for everyone, and you have the ingredients, they're suddenly there. So that's definitely a help. Right, so these are our ration boxes. So we can cycle through each of our people and we can give them things. So we're going to give cooked pasta to everyone. So that is food for everyone. And we're going to give them drink as well. So I'm going to give them each just a small water because that's sufficient. And they will come and get these when they need to. So essentially Maggie, she needs food and water. So you'd think she'd come and get that straight away. That seems to be the case. But yeah, they will come and get their supplies at some point. They will check their boxes, and if they're hungry and there's food, they'll eat it. So that's about as management as we can do. We have to leave them to the rest of it. So yeah, we are going to go and get Maggie's recipe book. Let me just keep an eye on what it is that I want. So I'm hoping we will find screws, a short wire, a colander. I need nails, bolts. Oh, we got the wooden shingles. I need glass. I need a lot of things, guys. This playthrough has not been as lucky as my last one. I mean, so the item drops are random, so there is a certain amount of luck involved. Hopefully, we'll find the bits and pieces we need at Maggie's place. Hopefully. Oh god, do you know what I didn't do, guys? Right, bear with me, because the loading screen on this is a pain. In all the talking and the kerfuffle, I did not tell Maggie to make the damn furnace upgrade. I can't believe I did that. I'm feeling like such an idiot right now. Please upgrade the furnace. Oh my god. Oh, there's just so much going on with this game. But it's okay, I remembered. What is your dilemma, mister? Acolyte's modulator is showing a weak signal close to church. Potentially some buried items, but I'll need to venture outside to try and reclaim them. Yes, please go do that. It's a little bit risky, but we need that stuff. Please find screws. Well, we got the wire. That's a good thing. We did need that. We will need the radio battery at some point. Substation fuse? I've not used that yet. I've no idea. Okay, right. Let's get back out there again, guys. Okay, we are on our way to Maggie's and... No, Wendy's. I keep getting those two mixed up. Right, we're on our way to Wendy's house. We're going to go get her recipe book and see some sights along the way. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think this is a little bit of a strange request. Like, I'm all for the group having a cook and having someone making meals, and I think that's really cool. But in like a post-apocalypse scenario, like recipes, not really an important thing. You know what I mean? Like basically, you sign someone to cook, and you'll be like, look, I've been scavenging, I've got all this food. Can you make a meal from it? And you make the best of what you have. Like there's no recipe book for what to do with. No, I can't search that. There's no recipe book for what to do with like items scavenged, like out and about. You find what you find, and you use that to. You're either skilled enough to make that into a meal, or you're not. Like a recipe book, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you forge a meal from canned goods. I mean, like, maybe, potentially, it will give you some ideas, but... Right, I'm going to take the antibiotics from here. Oh, should I take the painkillers as well? Oh, wow, there's a defibrillator. I bet that will come in handy. I'm going to leave it, though, because there's going to be stuff I need from Wendy's. I'm just going to leave it marked on the map, like it marks it for me. And hopefully we'll get a chance to come back to it before it gets scavenged by someone else. Okay, so the furnace has been made, so we can speak to Maggie about the next steps with that. And we've we've leveled up. So essentially, like, the missions and things that you do in game get you what are called rescue points, which is basically XP. But in this sense, every time you level up, you get like a countdown, like time is taken off the countdown to being rescued. So we have been rewarded 4 hours. So that's gonna like be taken off our rescue timer. So we will be rescued 4 hours earlier. So that's pretty awesome. So essentially, if you play this well, then you actually have to find enough food and water and fuel for exactly 30 days because, like, well, even if you just play, like, an average playthrough, you'll unlock and time will be reduced. But if you, like, manage it well, then, yeah, that's going to make a significant difference. It's going to make it a lot easier. So when we level up, we get to pick a role, and we can assign these to, like, the characters, and some of them are useful, but early on, not so much. Like, we've got this heavy sleeper, which increases morale, but it just means that the character spends all their time sleeping. I mean, that's not particularly useful. So let's get Careful Worker. Careful Worker is useful. I give that to, like, Maggie quite early on, because you can get injured when you're working. And like, Careful Worker means she works slower, but she doesn't get injured, so I think that's quite useful because she's always doing something. So this just like popped up saying point of interest. This is the impact crater. So this is where the meteorite hit, which yeah, pretty crazy, guys, pretty crazy. And Maggie's house is that little blue circle in the flashing area up in the top right. Yeah, it's just here. No, Wendy's. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to do that all the time because I can't get that right. So, Wendy's house. We get Wendy's recipe book. Come on, picture. You can do this. Wendy's house. Right, there is lots to... slurring my words, I'm just going to have all sorts of fun this episode. Right, there's lots to scavenge, but the most important thing is the recipe book, and it takes quite a lot of space, and I happen to know where it is. So we'll go get that first, because it's in the garage. Okay, we'll search the plant pot while we're here, get a seed, nice. So, like, mostly items are randomised, but I feel like the key items are usually in the same place. The recipe book is always in this metal box over here. See, there it is. And we'll... maybe put that here. What else have we got? Now, let me just consult my list. So to get this door to start defending the church, I need nails, bolts, a spring, and some glass. But I also would need a colander and some screws to upgrade my storage. So some of these are potentially useful, but they're not useful for me right now. Let's see what's in the car. Sometimes it's weapons. The arrows aren't really much use to me because I don't have a bow. Like, if it was a bow and arrow, yeah. Or better yet, some rifle ammo. Right, what's in here? Oh, screws. Oh, I was getting so worried we weren't going to find screws. Okay, and a spring and some bolts. Perfect. Let me cross those off. I mean, I'm going to get screws pretty much every time I see them anyway. So, nails, glass, and a colander. We'll need one that's more motor, but we don't need one right now. Oh, you know what? We could eat that. We are low on food and drink, so if we find some drink in the kitchen, that might be an idea. I'll take the coal, because it's always good to have fuel. That's the garage. What's in here? Nothing in here. Nothing that we need right now. Well, I tell you what. At some point we will need a paperclip. And I will probably come back here again, but I would like to not have to come back just for a paperclip. Right, hopefully, yes. We usually get some glass in like in one of these, like picture frames or something. There is. Yeah, this is where I was thinking we were probably going to get a spring. You know what? We are getting some really bad drop luck. Like on my last playthrough, this was filled out to here. And like here was different size cogs and springs, and there was stuff in all the drawers and things. This had a load more stuff in it. This actually had like 2 records in it. It had some wires. It had like a needle. Like we're being pretty hard done by. It's gonna be a difficult one. Oh, we've got some wires. Good. I will maybe just take the one because. Yeah. Do I stock up on food? Or let's check out the basement first. Oh, we've got to check out the upstairs as well. The thing is, this isn't a game where you like completely empty a place. You have to come, take what's essential, and then make a note of where it is and what it has, and know that you can come back when you need it, which is basically the best way to play this. Probably don't need that yet. Oh, that was a good thing of seeds. There's 50 in those. What's in here? No screws or nails. There's some large bolts and some plates. What's over here? This is usually a good drop. Good, we've got a fuse. Oh, it's cable ties and a long wire. I think maybe we'll come back for those. Simply because, like I said, we will have to come back at some point anyway, so I think it's probably better this early on to get food items to take back to the group. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, so there's nothing that you desperately need. I don't know if I'm going to get nails. It's going to be a problem. Don't see us finding them in the kitchen, do you? Right, do you not? Come on, search something. There we go. Could take that back and cook it, but we're probably looking for like canned goods or stuff that we can make recipes from. So I want like powdered eggs and things like that. Here we go. Right. Yes. Powdered milk, powdered eggs, dried lentils. Yeah, this This is the good stuff for food. Rice, baking soda, peppercorns. It's all looking good. Let me check how we're doing for things that we need to make recipes. And if I go to my team, I always do the wrong one, and then go to crafting. Right, we've got what we need for scrambled eggs. So we could do some dried herbs. No, we don't have any of that. Okay, so like dried herbs really is the one. That's what we could do as. I'm not seeing that. Right, I'm gonna eat that because yeah, we need substance. I need drinks, so I'm gonna drink the cola. I mean, I could take some alcohol back, but like it's really not the most important thing. Right, let's take the water. There's a cola there you can drink. I don't want to drink the water. The water is precious, and I would rather. Guys, don't tell anyone, but I might have a sneaky beer because I need the hydration. I need to sleep as well. I didn't realise I was that tired. Not so great. This is a good burner bowl, but it's not what. It's like prioritising, guys. Prioritising. Like, let's have a quick look upstairs, and then we'll make a decision about whether we want more food or something else. We'll head back, and I need to get some sleep, guys. Just clothing. So there's nothing particularly useful there. The bathroom's trash. We're not going to get in there. I can't believe that. There's nothing there. Oh, fleece blanket, right. Should I take one of these? It's probably better, you know what, to take the food. Like I said, I'm going to have to come back anyway. I was hoping for some nails, but that's not happening. That's not happening. Okay, let's stock up on food. Let's see. Did we get this cupboard in the back? No, but we don't have a colander, which is a shame. That would have been useful. We'll take the pain meds, and I see some multivitamins. We'll take those. Alright, what is the most useful food? Like, maybe we take the canned things? Yeah, I'm thinking we take the canned goods, because that's the second most useful thing. So if we take beans and soup, then we could take some of the dry food. Let's see, what else was there? Some of this one. Oh, that was the laundry thing. Let's take a vegetable. Like, let's take a variety, and let's take. What is that? Peaches? Peaches. We've got like one of each, so we've got a variety of things. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed, guys. I don't lie. A little bit disappointed. I'm going to take these just to eat, and yeah, I've only got one slot, so I don't know what would be a useful thing. Maybe take one of these, just cause. And that was a wrap. Doesn't matter. We'll make our way back. I mean, it's not a difficult journey. It's quite easy to get out here, and I know I keep saying it, but like, I know I'm going to have to come back anyway. But I am disappointed that like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not having the best start. I don't want to like make a big deal out of this, but I know it's not as good as it could be, and I'm a little bit worried that that's going to slow down our progress. But you know, it's it's a survival game. It's a post-apocalyptic situation. We've got to make the best of what we have. We have what we have, and I just need to shut up about it, basically, and make the best of the situation as it is. Because like, really, what else is there to do? We need to get back, we need to get some sleep, and make sure everyone's got food and water should they need it. And yeah, I'm just gonna try not to worry about it. I know what kind of things that I want, and I have like an idea of where to get them. So fingers crossed it will all work out in the end. I know you guys will be rooting for me, so that helps. That definitely helps. We can do this together, guys. We can do this together. I wanted to kind of come back a slightly different route because I wanted to show you guys this. And when we upgrade Acolyte's thermo drill, and I'll get to that eventually, but he can drill. He'll be able to drill into the ice and get ice blocks, and we'll be able to convert that into water, which is what we need the empty bottles for at some point. So that's been marked on my map for me. So it always marks like points of interest, things for me to go back to when I have the upgraded necessary tools. That one's been done for me. So yeah, that's a very cool thing indeed. We can make use of the ice and eventually the snow to make water, and you know, water is an essential thing for survival. So that is a very cool thing indeed. Very cool. And this I always find really weird. Like, you get these warnings that people's energy has dropped really low. It's like, well, if your energy is that low, go to sleep. Like, the micromanagement is such that I provide them food and water and I tell them what to craft. Like, they're perfectly capable of taking themselves to bed if they're tired, and that is all I'm saying. Right, I need sleep, so let's drop all this off. Yeah, you know what, let's just go get some sleep. I will talk to Christoph. Has a question mark over his head, I don't know. Yeah, hi. I'm very, very tired. Can we make this quick, please? Hey Jacob, there's a nomad outside. Looks like they want to trade with us. Do I want to give him... No, it's not a fair enough trade. I mean, the antibiotics are cool, but I just got some. I've never come across a calculator. I have no idea if I need that. I'm sure I do, but like I need the wire. I only picked up one and I need it. I only picked up one cog as well, so no, just no. Like, I'm never sure. Like, I'm never sure if I'm making the right choices, but you know, you do what you can. Right, let's get us some sleep. I should have probably done a quick check on everyone else first, but I think they're doing okay, guys. So sleeping is how you save your game, and yeah, we can keep an eye on the others as well, which is pretty cool. You don't have to sleep the whole time, like you can wake yourself up, which I'll probably do because my temperature's full, so I'm going to get to about half, and yeah, I'll wake myself up, I think. I'll go for about there. And my hydration is fully depleted, so I'm going to go deal with that. I'm going to check in on everyone and make sure everyone's got things that they need. Throw some fuel on the fire on my way. Yeah, let's just put a large plank on there, that's fine. Let's go get some things. Right, I need water, like badly. I badly need water. I need some food as well, so give me some food. Is that meat? Like, I tend to feed myself on the meat because I'm the one running around doing all the work. I should get the protein. Now, you need food and drink, but you've got some. You need food and drink, so have some water. I'm going to make sure everyone's got a large bottle of water. Right, food. For now, have some meat scraps because they're cooked and they can. And I will get you to cook something if you're awake. Hi. Can you please make some scrambled eggs for everyone? Thank you. So she's going to go ahead and do that. And I feel like I mentioned this earlier, but she will make 4 portions. So I tend to give the meals to the other team members, so I'll give 1 to each of them. And I'll go see Maggie and see if we've got anything. Oh no! That's terrible. I've never had that happen before. I've never had Wendy injure herself when she's cooking. That's terrible. I'm gonna... Oh, do we have the necessary... Do we have bandages? Oh god, guys, this could be terrible. Okay, we do. I'm so sorry, that's really sad. Yes, please, take some painkillers and some bandages. Poor Wendy, she burnt herself, guys. That's terrible. Oh, but we leveled up for fixing it so quickly. So that's cool. Another 4 hours off the timer. We can get another roll. Yeah, that will do. Like I said, the ones at the beginning aren't that great. Just choose one and move on. Maggie, there you are. Now, I don't think we have anything. Yeah, see, if I'd have found those nails, we could get that door up and running. Or if I'd have found a padlock, we could have, like, locked away, like, antibiotics and things, so if we do get a scavenger, they don't take, like, the vital things. But nails is a problem. Do you think it's ironic we've taken shelter in a place of worship? Honestly, it depends whether or not you're religious. It is a little bit, but it is what it is. Anyway, so yeah, I am going to leave this episode here. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment because I love hearing from you guys. Alright, I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.